chosen vessels all around the world, locked in. Big up yourselves. Listen to this though. Did you know that you are a top manifester? Now let me explain what I mean. You have so much cosmic light within yourself that you can shape this reality. Not only your reality, but the reality of others. Now this can be done even on certain levels. Like, let me give you everyday example, because if you are a true chosen one, this is going to resonate with you and you're going to know exactly what I mean. You have the ability to allow people to share their deepest secrets, their deepest feelings to you. And because you're empathetic and because you've experienced things, you can relate and you could advise, yeah? But it's not that. It's the light energy that you give to them that encourages them to overcome what they're going through. You give them clarity through your light. You give them like authenticity through your light. And that's something which a lot of people aren't used to. Like a lot of people, if you don't know already, don't really care what other people think. They don't really care how other people feel like. But you do. And it's like you, by talking to you, not only do they have another perspective, yeah, but it changes their own perspective through that vibration, through that energy, because you are a light being. So that's in a sense that's you affecting somebody's life so much so that they change. And I know as a chosen one, you change. You're a catalyst. Maybe sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's not intentional, but the evidence is there. Like when if you think I'm lying, when you see somebody come into your life versus how they are when they leave, you see the difference. They're changed, they're a different person, and it always happens. Like chosen ones, like look, how many people have come into your life here, and then it's like their life just gets better. They get better. It's because it's your energy. It's because you have the manifestation energy. You have the manifestation power. But the problem is that we live in a world where not everybody wants you to manifest, because if you manifest, it destroys their little world, their little narrative, their little way of living. So they don't want you to manifest. They don't want to see your light. They don't want to see your positivity affect this world so much so that everything changes. Because a lot of people are going to lose power and control. So what they do is they want to keep at low frequency, because it's all about frequencies. Like manifestation, what you have to understand, it's all about frequencies. And there's different type of frequencies, different levels of frequencies. The lower frequency, like survival, yeah. The higher frequencies, determination, like love, example. If you want to know more about frequencies, you should look at the chakra images, and it will identify the different levels of, frequencies and what the characteristics of that frequency is. You know what I'm saying? So different frequencies have different characteristics, different feelings in internal feelings and energy. So my point is, and how they relate is, the higher your frequency, the better you can manifest. So give me an example. If you're in a state of survival, fear and doubt, your manifestation is non-existent. But if you're in a state of peace, love, determination, you know what I'm saying, all of these things, then your manifestation is higher. And that's what you need to understand. So in order for you to manifest better, you need to raise your frequency. And how you do that, you do it through various ways. I'm gonna break it down. Everybody's different. So you need to identify one thing, what you want to do. So one way is you can increase your frequency, and I should do it more, is meditation. And that can be done in different ways. You can look online, of course, because there's different forms of meditation. But for me, what I like to do is deep breaths. So you inhale and hold for amount of time, and then exhale. Try doing that for 10 times. Inhale, hold, and exhale for 10 times. You'll see that your body is so much more lighter and so much more calmer. So that's a form of meditation. And like people, another form you could say would be creativity, because it puts you in a state of mind where you're not thinking about negative things, you're not thinking about people, you're not thinking about certain things. You're in a state of creativity, and that's a form of manifestation in itself. So that's another way. Meditation. An important thing you need to do is exercise. The Trinity, mind, body, and soul. A lot of people spiritually, when they do awaken, they focus on spirituality, but they neglect the 3D world, they neglect their body. But in order for you to work at optimum, your whole Trinity, your mind, body, and soul needs to be optimum. Because if one part of you is missing, then the triangle is missing entirely. So you need to exercise. You need to listen, even if it's like, did you know that if you exercise, it makes you feel better, it makes you feel lighter, it makes you feel happier. And if you think I'm joking, go jog. Log off this video, put on your trainers and go jog 15 minutes, come back and tell me how you're feeling. You feel better. Press ups, sit ups, you ain't even got to do much. Just do bit by bit every day will keep your frequency at a nice level. So you have that. So you have meditation, you have exercise, prayer, essential. And I when I drop this to you, it's not coming from some mythological place. I'm telling you things that I do myself or I've experienced that have helped me. But prayer, sincere prayer, yeah, will fill you with such joy and positivity. When you wake up in the morning, first thing you should do is pray, man. And like, it ain't gotta be like, oh, I pray for this, I pray for that. Sometimes you just gotta be grateful. Sometimes you say, oh, Father, thank you for what I have. Thank you for my shelter, man. Thank you for, this food. Thank you for the chance to breathe. Thank you for another chance at life. You know what I'm saying? This stuff will make you feel more positive. It's all about raising your frequency. Another way to raise your frequency is be grounded in nature. Go out in nature. Be surrounded by animals, such authentic, pure, natural beings that don't judge you based. They such beautiful beings. And as a chosen one, I know you know what I mean. Nature's just so beautiful. Go out in nature, hear the birds, man. Touch animals, rub animals, hold animals, man. That will keep you at a nice frequency, a nice feeling. Stay away from negative people, because that will bring it down. Stay away from drugs, alcohol will bring it down. Stay away from sexual activities, that will bring it down. Stay away from people that doubt you, bring it down. Who don't listen to you, that undervalue you, yeah, that dismiss you, yeah, that lie to you, false promises, that all bring it. Listen, if you have to cut off your whole friend group, bro, it's that time, because you got to make a choice. It's either you and your frequency or them. So it's like, in order for you to manifest, it's all about frequency. So if you are interested about frequency, you can find this information anywhere, Google, anywhere. Just ask Google how to raise my frequency. But listen to this though. One thing you have to understand, in order for you to manifest and you raise your frequency must be consistent. It has to be, we call it a base frequency. So who you are on a daily basis is your base frequency. If you notice, when you do jog, you do exercise, etc., and you raise your frequency, it can subside and go down because it's not your base frequency. In order for you to raise your frequency and keep it at that level, it has to be consistent. So it can't be come from a place of I need to jog, I need to raise my frequency. It just has to be. Jogging should be a part of your existence. Deep breaths should be a part of your existence. Prayer should be a part of your existence. This is how you raise your base frequency. And one thing I failed to add, yeah, food. Listen, you are what you eat. Yeah, and if you don't know that, if you don't know how food affects your body, then you're not in touch with your body. Yeah, vegetables, fruits, and water are essential. If you listen, not only does it make you feel better, it helps your body, you stay younger, it makes you like look, you know what I'm saying? Everything. It's beneficial. Why would you not do things that benefit you? Come on now. So eating is essential. So it's all about frequency. And then this brings me to my next point, your nervous system. So when you're in a state of lower frequencies, fear that you're not, your nervous system, it's all in a state of anxiety. You're always looking over your shoulder. You're always thinking, oh, what's going to happen next? My life is hard, man. All my days I'm scared, all of that. That's what you're attracting. Because your nervous system is in a state of, you know what I'm saying, fear. It's a state of doubt. It's a state of like waiting for what's going to happen next. But if you're in a state of peace, calm, surrender, joy, you know, these kind of feelings, then the universe has no choice but to work and give you what you're feeling. It's like thoughts shape emotions, and emotions are energy and motion. So what you think, shapes how you feel and attracts what you feel, or what you are, what you embody. So manifestation is about like basically all you need to do is just like, you know, raise your frequency, keep it at nice high frequency. Make sure your thoughts are clear. Don't and another thing, meditation is good because it allows you to like compartmentalize all your thoughts and stuff. Like you can't have intrusive thoughts because intrusive thoughts. Like, have you ever been on your bed, like late at night, and there's like all of a sudden, boom, you get a thought from the past. Someone might have done something to you, and it affects your whole body. Like you will have this energy, this emotion. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you need to do, like chosen ones. There's no time to play around. I know it's hard, and it's like, look. If you have to detach from people who are not willing to do this, you need to do that. You need to make a choice. God didn't bring you here on this earth just to give all your time for people who are not willing to listen to you, who are not willing to grow with you. There's people in this world that want you, that want your time, bro. They're like, you're so beautiful and wonderful and so helpful, and you like make such an impact to people's lives. And like those are the people that you need to surround yourself with. If you're in isolation and you're lonely now, that's okay. If anything, that's a good sign, because you can't feel where there's no empty space. You need to remove things out of your space to make way for what you want from the universe. That love. You want these people that are going to appreciate you. You need to remove those people that don't appreciate you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all about frequency. Like chosen men, there's no more, what do you call it? I don't even know what the internet calls it, but there's no more naughty time. There's no more that semen retention, is an imperative. Like there's no like if you're smoking, I know that's hard, you got to cut that out. If you're drinking, you got to cut that out. If you're taking drugs, you got to cut that out. If you're having intercourse and certain things, you need to cut that out. You need to watch who you're laying in your bed with, because that's affecting your manifestation too. People that I don't think you understand, like people like words carry energy. So who you're surrounding yourself with, their energy is yours. Listen to this before I go. I gotta drop this gem. The people you're around will affect you because of their saying. Like I said, everything's energy. Like words, your voice travels, sound travels in waves, and in waves as energy. So when someone talks to you, it affects you. Like, let me give you an example. It's not about the word itself, but it's the intent and the energy behind it. It's like, I'll give you a good example. I was thinking last night, like late night, I was having a thought. Like these young kids, when they listen to an older, and the older is telling them, oh, go to school, man, and make sure you save and be a good person. The kids listening because you're saying the right things, but you don't have any energy behind it. You don't have any like energy behind it. That's why it's not resonating with them, because you're not connecting with them. There's no, there's no substance to those words. Imagine this, the young kid, he's around his hometown, and there's an older guy, he's out on the street, and that the older guy says one word, couple words, lock in, and that's it. The kid understands those two words, not that whole speech about blah, blah, blah. No. The kid will resonate with that because the energy behind it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, don't waste your time, being around people who sound like they sound all good, but really, in actual reality, their intent is negative. They want to destroy you. You need to. That's why discernment's important. It's all about energy and how it resonates with you. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this one there. I'm gonna leave that one there. Manifestation, chosen ones. You're a top manifestor, man. You're a light being on earth, gang. You have intergalactical, cosmic, divine powers. I think it's time you use it. I think it's time you distance yourself from people who just want to use you, who are stopping you from manifesting where you need to go, who you really need to be, and what you really want. Listen, big up my chosen ones. Like, comment, subscribe. Look out for the next video.